Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're talking the very best Korean sunscreens. I know so many of you guys out there are in love with your Korean SPFs. You know, the next level formulations, the beautiful price points, and some of the amazing filters giving us that truly broad spectrum protection. I genuinely think Korean sunscreens have changed the SPF game, but it's actually been over a year since I filmed a video dedicated specifically to Korean sunscreens, and we're putting that right today. These are my top 10 favorites. There's something here for everyone, no matter your skin type, the finish that you like on the skin, and of course the formulation. There'll be something here to elevate your sunscreen game. So sit back, relax, let's talk the very best Korean sunscreens. Now, in today's video, I'm calling this a top 10, but I have cheated slightly. There's actually only 9 products that I'm mentioning because these are my 9 favorites. And I thought I don't really want to have to randomly pick another one just to make it out to around 10. So this is actually the top 9 and there's one space available. So I want to hear from you guys. What is your go-to Korean sunscreen? That one that you recommend to everyone? Sing its praises down in the comments section below because there is definitely a space left today for any of your personal favorites and recommendations, and I would love to hear from you. Now, today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my favorites, but note that as always, this video isn't sponsored and it isn't in paid partnership with any brand or retailer, and never will be here on Mad About Skin. I pride myself on speaking from the heart, not the wallet, so if you appreciate truly independent skincare content, make sure to reach down and give the video a big thumbs up and a like. The more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute this video on its platform, so it just means as many people as possible can discover our fabulous Mad About Skin family, and for that I'm always so grateful. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. All the products mentioned in today's video are listed down in the description box below, and I put a little bit of a sort of a caveat next to each and every product, documenting who I think it will be most applicable for in terms of the finish and the formula. Those links are there for your convenience, so if you want to check the price point, read the reviews, or make a purchase, all there down in the description box below. Now, in 9th position, starting out this top 9, is this product. This is the Purito Daily Soft Touch Sunscreen. Now, those of you that have been with the channel some time will know I'm not the biggest fan of Purito. They're not one of my favorite Korean skincare brands. So you know when I talk about a product from them in a positive light, you know it must be really good. Purito relaunched some sunscreens about 2 years ago, and they weren't great. They really weren't great. So they went back to the drawing board and came out with like the newer versions, which is this. And it's really nice. I'd say this is great for people that are looking for, first of all, eye-catching packaging. If you like a lot of colour to your sunscreen, something to catch the eye, you'll love this. It's bursting with colour. But I think for people that like a nice natural finish to the skin, it's not too dewy, it's not too matte, it's just something in between, and I personally really appreciate that. This is a nice formulation, which if I show you, blends in without any issue. It's a chemical sunscreen, so there is 0 white cast. And honestly, I'd say this is more on the hydrating side than some others. Sunscreens will come in many different finishes, from the dewy to the matte. Some will be more hydrating, others will have a more natural look. We'll talk about that as we go through each and every product, but I say this is for people who want a natural skin finish. There is 0 scent to this, nothing added to mask any fragrance, but also nothing too chemically about it. It's just a great all-rounder, and I wanted to kick off this list with this product because I think this is a great entry point product into Korean sunscreens. If you're new to K-sunscreen, this would be a really great place to start. Purito, I'll say, might not be my favorite Korean skincare brand. When they do it well, they do it really well. Now, that I would say would give a more natural skin finish. But if you're looking for something that is definitely on the more matte side, I'm going to recommend this. This is the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Pure Mineral Daily Sunscreen. You'll notice a lot of these brands have ridiculously long names. So, like I say, they are all linked down in the description box. I don't want you fiendishly having to type all that out as you listen. They are all linked below if you didn't catch the names. This is our only mineral sunscreen on today's list. You know, Korean sunscreens come in 2 different forms, like all sunscreens, mineral and chemical. I personally prefer chemical sunscreens. You don't have to worry about a white cast. I find you get a better level of protection, and generally they just feel better on the skin. But for people that like a mineral sunscreen, this is my go-to. It's also one of the most matte of all the ones I've tried. So if you're super oily, maybe you're acne prone and you want something that isn't going to give you any shine whatsoever, I think this is a really good option. It comes in a pump too, so for people that prefer a pump applicator to your general squeeze, this works. Now, if you see this, it is thicker. It's a mineral sunscreen, it's going to be. There's no getting around that. So it is thicker, and you do have to work it in a little bit more than you would a chemical sunscreen. But again, that's to be expected. Same for all mineral sunscreens. But if you work this in, you'll see it just gives a really nice finish. I don't know if that's coming off on camera, but this is just your natural skin maybe mattified down a little bit. And I'm someone that gets progressively oilier as the day goes on. This keeps all that in check. It really does help to rebalance the oil levels in the skin, and so you shouldn't see that greasiness peeking through. It's really nice. I think now that's gone in, you can see that. It's just a really nice finish on the skin, and if you like a mineral sunscreen, that is a really, really great option. Now, while I was piecing together this list, I did take a quick look back at my previous Korean skincare favorites, which was from about a year and a half ago. And I realized a lot of the ones that I use today are the ones that I loved back then. And honestly, I think consistency is key in skincare. A lot of content creators on YouTube get called out for changing their skincare routine too much. You know, a new product every single day, try this out, that. And I know that can get really frustrating. I'm actually somebody that is quite consistent with my skincare. I have the same favorites that I have on repeat, and that comes with its own criticisms, with people saying it's the same products all the time, we want to see different. Well, I'm here to say, let's celebrate consistency. If something worked for me a year and a half ago, and it's still working for me today, why would I need to mix that up? And this is one of those products. So in 7th place, we have this. This is the Madagascar Centella Hylu Cica Water Fit Sun Serum, Skin 1004. I think this is, well, it was last time I checked, the best-selling Korean sunscreen on Skincare Planet Earth. And for good reason. It's hydrating. It's lightweight. It works on all skin types, and it's just a nice all-rounder. If you like to get a little Centella Asiatica in your sunscreen, this is great. Calms, soothes. Also will have some antioxidant benefits too. If you want something that's really lightweight, doesn't weigh the skin down at all, this is an amazing option to go for. I'd say this is probably one of the most lightweight of all the ones we're talking about today, and has a natural skin finish. Everybody talks about this online. You can't go through a Korean skincare video without somebody mentioning this one, so don't feel like I need to talk about it anymore. It's already been done. But this is really nice. This was going strong for me a year and a half ago, still on rotation today. And in terms of that packaging, again, this has one of those pumps. So for people that like a little pump application, I think that is a really nice product to go for. So in 6th place, just missing out on the top 5. I'm going to talk about this. This is the Beauty of Joseon Rice Relief Sunscreen. I know everybody started their Korean skincare journey with this product. I can't think of anyone that I know whose first dipped toe into Korean skincare wasn't this product. It was viral 8, 9, 10 times over, and everybody went mad for it. And for good reason. When this launched, this was the lightest weight sunscreen on planet Earth. There was nothing like it. It was transformative and people fell in love. It kick-started the West's love affair with Korean skincare, and it's still going strong. Now, I'll be honest with you, it's not my favourite Korean sunscreen, which is why it's not in the top 10, but it's good. It's really good and it's really affordable. So if you're looking for a low price point entry product into Korean sunscreens, this would be a great option for you. They do a like a more oily skin friendly version, which personally my skin didn't get on with. I don't know if there was too much niacinamide in it or something. It didn't work well with my skin. I stick with the original when I use it, and it just is really nice. Look, you can't go wrong with this. It sinks in so quickly, it's affordable, it looks great on the skin. I mean, look at that, it's beautiful. It's fragrance free. It ticks loads of boxes. For me, I just prefer some of the other ones that we're coming on to, but I don't want anyone's takeaway to be that this is a bad product. It's not. It's still going strong 4 years after it launched. It's having yet another viral moment on TikTok. So the Beauty of Joseon Rice Relief, it's a good product. And if you want to treat someone in your life, maybe there's a teenager in your life getting into sunscreen and you want to treat them to a super popular viral product, this will get them hooked. So we're in the top 5, the business end of this list, and I really struggled to work out which of these could go in which order. So in 5th position, we're going for this. This is the Jumiso All Sun Airy Fit Sunscreen. Now, this was number 1 in the video from a year and a half ago. It's now in 5th position. That's just because I've discovered some others that I prefer a little bit more, but this is still a phenomenal product. Has a great base level of skincare in here, so it's got all the essentials for calming, soothing, hydrating, nourishing. It does a lot. And of course, you've got that broad spectrum sun protection. All the products mentioned today are SPF 50+. I should have said that earlier. That goes without saying. All SPF 50+ and all PA 4+, so the highest level of UVA coverage. That's why I'm not going through the individual protection levels. All of these are the same. So I should have said that earlier on. All the same. All giving you that really good protection. And I love this. This is definitely on the slightly dewier side of finish. So if you're somebody that wants lightweight, but with a little bit of glow, just a little bit of dewiness to the look, this one is amazing. I am super oily. I do find though that in winter, which we should be wearing our sunscreen year round, in winter I need something that's a little less mattifying because I need the extra hydration. This is when this comes into its own. If you want deadpan matte all year round, this won't be for you, and that's okay. There's different ones out there. For a more glowy finish, I think this really delivers, and let me just work that in. You'll see how this, look, that is like water. It's like water on the skin. It is so, so lightweight. I would say of all of the products today, can you see that glow you get from it? From all of the products today, this is the most lightweight of the Korean sunscreens. Again, fragrance free. I think they're all fragrance free. I should have just said that at the start. They're all fragrance free, but this, it doesn't get more lightweight than that. And if you like a little glow, just a little cheeky radiance boost, yeah, that's it. I fell in love with it. It was number 1 a year and a half ago. It might have slipped down the rankings slightly this year, but it's still an absolute phenomena. Right, the top 4, and coming in 4th place is this. This is the ISA Nox Sun Pro Sun Fluid. Now, this is actually, sometimes sizing can be a little bit deceptive in Korean skincare. This is actually larger than the other tubes. It looks smaller, but it's actually larger. This is 70ml, where the others are all 50ml. So this is actually larger, even though it looks smaller. So always check, my top tip on Korean skincare is always check the mils. Know exactly what you're getting in terms of quantity so you can check the price. This is water resistant to 80 minutes. This is the only water resistant sunscreen in this list. So this has a special place for anyone that's swimming outdoors. Anybody that is in and out of the pool, maybe sweating a lot on a jog, or they need that water resistance. This is it. It's also the lightest weight water resistant sunscreen I've ever found. Trust Korea to do it right. You know, there aren't many water-resistant sunscreens out there, and you know that the Korean skincare ones are going to be the best, and this one is. It's got a great pinpoint applicator, so it's easy to get the right amount out, and this is just divine. Absolutely divine. Look at that. Now, it's slightly heavier than, say, the Jumiso one. It's going to be. Water-resistant sunscreens do have to be a little heavier because of the ingredients used, so expect that. But the key thing is it disappears. This is gone. It's easy to rub in. It, again, is just really, really nice. This one does have a slight fragrance to it. So I said earlier, all of them were fragrance-free. This is the one exception. This one does have a slight fragrance to it, but I love that. It's quite uplifting. Water-resistant sunscreens and the chemicals that you have to use in order to get that water resistance do smell a bit funky. So don't be shocked to see a water-resistant sunscreen contain a fragrant component to it. It's to mask that, to make a more enjoyable experience. And this, yeah, definitely does that. I love this. It says extreme, and that's kind of what you're getting. You're getting that locked in, difficult to budge sun protection for when we need it. I personally only reach for this when I'm swimming outdoors. The rest of the day, I'll go for something more lightweight because it feels better on the skin. But I would recommend everyone have this in their skincare collection. For those days where you do need that water resistance, this is better than any Western sunscreen brand is ever able to deliver when it comes to water resistant sunscreen. Super lightweight, just really, really look at that on the skin. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So top 3, and in third position comes this little gem. I don't really need to talk about this, do I? Because I go on about this product all the time on the channel. This is the Numbuzin Pure Full Calming Water Sunscreen. In different markets, it's called different names. I'll list those down below, but it's the same formula. This is great for redness-prone skin. It has a slight greenish hue, and anyone that knows their colour theory, red and green are opposite. So if you have very redness-prone skin, you can use green to kind of counteract some of that. It's very light, so it's not noticeable. It's not like a colour corrector, but it is just enough to kind of take some of that redness down. This is also the only sunscreen I'm aware of that has technology which actually cools the skin. So anybody who in summer is very prone to flushing, very redness-prone, gets hot and bothered, this works. We actually know that heat is one of the biggest triggers for hyperpigmentation. So if you can use something that's clinically proven to take down the temperature of the skin, it's going to have some great anti-hyperpigmentation benefits. I love this. It's lightweight. That green does offset any redness that you have. I do tend to have quite a pinkish undertone. This will even that out, which is fantastic. It gives you that locked-in protection and is like water on the skin. Feels beautiful. I can't give you a demo because this is literally done. I don't think there's anything left in this because I go to this all the time for my sunscreen needs. I absolutely love it, and I know you guys will too. Now, the last two. I'm awarding first and second place as joints because I can't choose between these two. They both offer similar outcomes, similar skincare. And these two products are the ones that are most packed full of skincare. In fact, they could almost be a skincare routine in a bottle. So if you're into streamlining, you want to get a lot more than just sun protection from your sunscreen, these two are for you. So in second position is the Numbuzin 9 Plus sunscreen. You guys know I love this line. Look, I've got the eye patches, I've got the essence, I've got the toner, I got a sample of the sunscreen, used it, loved it. It's the same principle as this line. It's got the NAD, it's got the PDRN, it's got the peptides, it's got the plumping, it gives you the volume and the hydration. It is stunning. It does come with a glowy finish. Now, to be fair to Numbuzin, they say that on the thing. It says this is a glow enhancing sunscreen. So if you want matte, please stay clear of this. If you want a little glow, you want plumpness overload, you want the juiciest, glowingest skin of your dreams, get the Numbuzin number 9 sunscreen. It's got all that great peptide, PDRN, NAD action going into. So it's great for long-term anti-aging. It gives you that broad spectrum sun protection and some additional plumping and glow to the skin. It's phenomenal. I'm not surprised it's phenomenal because the rest of the line absolutely is, and that just follows on with this. But I would just caveat to say, if you like deadpan matte, this will be your arch nemesis. If you like a little glow, it'll work so well for you. And then in joint first place alongside that is this. This is the K-Secret Collagen Boosting Secret Sun Lotion. I mention this all the time. It's still my favorite, and it just does everything I want it to do. And this is in keeping with that Numbuzin. You've got everything in here to make a comprehensive skincare routine. You could cleanse the skin, put this on, and you would get great results. It's broad spectrum, and I think this is great for, I hate the term, but let's say mature skin. I hate that term because it doesn't really mean anything, but you know what I mean? People that have are prone to fine lines and wrinkles and want a sunscreen that won't grab onto them, won't sit in them and make them more noticeable. This plumps everything out. It reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and it just takes a few years off the skin. If you have a sunscreen that grabs at every fine line and crow's feet that you have and you hate that, try this. This does the opposite. It nourishes the skin. It plumps, it hydrates. This and the Numbuzin are very similar, but I'd say this has a more natural skin finish, less glow. The Numbuzin is more glowier. So it depends what finish you want as to which one you go for, but both sunscreen and skincare in a bottle, and that's why they're in first and second place jointly. I love both of them. So let me know, what is the product that you want to see in this list if it's missing? Let me know down in the comments section below, because I am always here for your recommendations. I appreciate and love each and every one of you, and thank you for just taking this moment out of your day to fangirl along with me about some Korean sunscreens. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.